All right. First on the agenda is to review and approve the minutes of the previous meeting. Oh. Thank you, Roger. Open session public meetings are subject to being videotaped, crossed out, recorded. Your image and voice may be recorded. Okay. Okay, minutes. Everybody see them, everybody read them.
Didn't see anything.
Do I have a
A
motion?
motion to accept the meeting minutes from the previous meeting.
I'll second.
Any more?
I third it?
Sure.
I fourth it.
Yeah. I'm in.
All those in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? All right. Treasurer's reports.
All right, so no change since, when was the last one we had, March 31st?
Yeah.
And was it April? Maybe it was April, because these are May. So as of April 30th, I've got $11,427.10 in the wetlands account.
How much? 11 what?
11,427.10.
Okay.
Open space is $283,393.39. And then the budget is $462.18.
But that was as of April?
April 30th.
Okay. All right. And then you're good on all of the other stuff that,
So the only thing I've got I only have through May here. We don't have June, so like I can't do the encumbrances if we don't know what hasn't.
right, well, that's more if we know that there's something that needs to be paid.
Well, so that's the thing though, like if I've got it in my spreadsheet and it's not in here, like I don't, like this is how I judge what's
Right.
hit. So
Right.
This is only through May. So I'll see if I can get the June stuff from her.
Okay.
Just
Because
like
we have to have the encumbrances in by the 15th, right?
Yeah, so
What do
so-
you have?
So this is the FY21 one that I need you to sign. I don't think we have anything else that needs to be done. You already signed this one. This is the, for the 490 that we have for the lower property. And then I'll see if I can get the June 30th stuff from her to do the, encumbrance list. So
Okay.
these I'm gonna turn in tonight.
Right, because
I'm just
all
here.
of the bills that we turned in last meeting should be paid.
Well, so that's the thing though, that's that email, now I'm not so sure what was paid and what wasn't. That's why I was confused, because there was no attachment to the email.
Right.
So, which I think is why I didn't respond to it last week when I saw it. I was like, oh, I'll get back in.
Right, yeah. All right,
So,
so I will
Okay.
let you and June figure that out. Yeah.
So
sorry.
these two I'll
But
get in
thank you.
tonight, what's that?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, no
for,
problem.
yeah. All right, so other bills and forms. We have, so the MACC membership roster was emailed. I've already filled that out. I added you. I took 2 associate members off. I added Maddie. Everybody else is on here. So we need to, so that's a form. The bill for that, the dues are $443. We need to add $60 for Maddie. And I'm gonna add $15 for a handbook.
Just in case.
Just in
Yeah.
case, so that we have one.
Okay, so it looks like that's 518.
All right. Instead of, so, yeah. So, 518 for dues,
So that's this fiscal year then, right? I
correct.
gotta start a new thing.
Those are all the member benefits.
Oh.
Yeah. So, if nobody has anything else about that, can I have a motion to pay MACC $518?
So moved.
Second. You're getting quick.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. That's for you, ma'am.
I'm tired. I wanna go. I
Um,
know.
So then just, there was a letter that CSX is going to be doing their herbicide application for weed management along the railroad. Nothing we can do about it. That's that. And I think, do you have, we have Pat's monitoring report. Everybody saw that, right? That Pat, I
That one I
forwarded.
did not get to look at the details of.
Right. So,
Which one's this?
pass that over to the ladies and we'll
Oh.
share this.
Okay.
Oh, that's
think it's two different
86,
ones.
yeah, it is. So basically, Pat has been monitoring the Highland Ridge property. They still haven't hydroseeded. So I was gonna talk with Alex Para about that this evening, but he has decided there's no need for him to come in tonight. So I emailed this to him and asked him to let us know who to talk to about this, because apparently now the Russos are saying that it's not their responsibility to hydroseed the property. That's what they're telling Pat. So we need to find out who, how, and when, because if we have a big storm, they're gonna be in trouble. And as I mentioned to Alex, this is preventable, and it's gonna be very expensive if you guys have to send people into the woods with buckets and their hands pulling all of the silt out of the wetlands. We've done it before. So anyway, that's going on.
What's in that one? Some different.
That's
Or is
the,
this
so
same
this
thing?
is the prior report, this is the most current one.
Oh. Exciting. Looks the same.
Well, except for, so they're also not keeping up with the streets. They're obviously having some ponding here because it's settling
Silt.
here.
Yep.
The water's still very turbid. So they need to get that soil stabilized.
And that was just on Sunday, the 3rd?
The 5th.
They haven't even
So,
started pouring
Tuesday.
all those. So they must be like way behind.
So,
Okay.
yep. So that's what's going on with that. Which really gets us down to that next item. And that's really all mails and notices, right? We don't have anything else?
Yeah, the only other thing was we got this just got sent back to us. It was I think an order of conditions that we sent out
Oh.
to the owner, and they just never selected it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take care of this.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, so we do have an appointment at 7:15. Zach and Mackenzie. I knew it began with an M. Come on up, guys.
Oh, do we need the sheet or?
Oh,
They
the
already
sign.
signed
Yeah,
in.
Maddie
Oh, they
Yep,
did, okay.
Yep, Maddie.
What's this one for?
That's the approval,
thank you.
the
Oh, so he
copy
needs
of
that.
the order of conditions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing you tomorrow.
Hi.
Hi.
So Zach and I assume you're the intended. Zach and Mackenzie would like to have a wedding ceremony at Berlin Meadow. And when are you looking to?
September 24th.
Okay. So I just asked them to come in because it's not my decision alone. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what you're thinking?
Okay. We're planning on having just a small wedding ceremony with just family, probably 10 to 15 people. Probably be there for about an hour, and we're just gonna bring like a small like arch trellis thing that just has fake flowers on it, and then just gonna be having a quick ceremony and take some pictures, and that'll pretty much be it. So,
And our dog will be with us.
yes.
Dogs are welcome on Conservation Land.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess with something like this, the only thing that we would be concerned about is, like 10 or 15 people aren't going to trample the grass or whatever. But if it's rainy or whatever, are you guys going through with it? Do you have alternate plans?
We haven't really thought that far.
No.
Okay.
I like
You're
this
about-
kind of wedding plan.
Yeah, right.
Just being very breezy about it. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so I mean,
Are we invited to the after party?
Sure. You guys can come to Slater's afterwards.
Oh, nice.
even better.
Yeah, Slater's is awesome. Good for you.
Yep. So I guess
Is there enough parking down? Like you would just park at the bank or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't see
there's
a
Yeah.
problem.
Probably
I think
gonna be,
we're
what,
a lot of cars.
5 cars max.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you'd be
probably all
fine.
gonna
Yeah.
carpool because it's
Yeah.
just like my parents and siblings and his parents and siblings, so it's really not gonna be that very many people.
Right.
Cool.
And then the photographer would be
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
And then
person, so.
yeah.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah. So I don't see.
Do we vote on that?
We should.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Cool.
You gonna make a motion?
You might-
You've
so
been doing it
moved.
this whole time. I
Yeah.
believe in you.
So moved.
Seconded.
It's thirded.
All right. Well, have at it. If if the scale of it or anything changes, just let us know. But
If it rains, the town, because we got married at the church, but the town hall we were going to think about that too. Like if it's
The
really
1870.
the
pouring,
1870, yeah.
you could even, the town hall, it might be a good option because
Okay.
it's right there, and or the church, they were very good to us.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just to put it out there.
Oh,
Because
awesome,
it poured
okay.
rain on our wedding day.
Okay.
Yeah, the 1870 town hall has that nice space upstairs.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have
it's
the
nice.
fundraiser. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just
Okay, yeah.
if something happens like last minute, you need a
It was
place.
beautiful on my wedding day, so we're just gonna bank on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about rain. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
And plus, rain on a wedding day is good luck.
It's
That's
not-
right.
You
Yeah.
say that, it's, they don't
That-
feel
that-
bad.
I was crying the whole time. We had all these picture plans that our pictures taken and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, not happening.
Yeah.
So,
I bet the picture still came out great.
no.
But that's all right. You're still married, and that's
still
really
married.
what
Yeah,
counts.
okay.
Yes.
Right?
Nobody remembers their wedding day anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I remembered.
She's like, I was traumatized.
Yeah.
I remember.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for coming in.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you.
And congratulations and
Yeah.
good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Send us a picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't push my chair in.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Points off for manners.
Yeah.
All right. That's
What is your new
awesome.
saying now? What are you saying now? If so moved.
So moved.
That's all
That's
you have
what
to say
Louise
now.
says.
Well, so often I will say I'm looking for
Oh, and then
someone to make a
okay, so I don't have
motion
to say
for
that long
whatever.
thing.
Right.
I'm just taking.
Well,
notes.
that's the thing.
Or-
Sometimes I feel like we do have to. I thought we were supposed
Right.
to say
I
the
don't
Well,
whole
it,
thing.
it depends.
Oh, if you say
Right.
I'm looking for a motion to da 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 da, we can just
Then
say
I
something.
just
Right.
have to say. Or
Right.
You, yeah, I like this.
I like that too.
Right. Okay.
I usually get tripped up on the whole.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, what am I
Yeah.
trying to
Sure.
say?
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
come on.
All right. Well, that was nice and easy. So actually, we'll take this. So we did get one other email. It came today. So is everybody aware there was a tractor trailer that rolled over on 495
Yeah,
on
over
Friday?
by Hog Creek.
Yep.
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 Hog Brook.
Hogbrook.
Yep.
Oh, it was right near there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was on the
It was on the northbound side. right?
northbound side.
just south of 62?
Yes, at mile marker 66.5, if anybody
Oh,
cares.
it's on the north side?
That's right near
Yes.
Fosgate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually, you can see the end of Fosgate
Yeah.
from where it rolled over.
Okay.
Oh, and that little basin that's at the bottom of Fosgate?
Yep.
That's Hog Brook, too?
I think it's all part of.
It's all the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you say you grew up on Fosgate?
I might know where that pond is.
Yep.
That's right. It's all
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, they are, Mass DEP emailed today that they, on Friday, they are going to remove the soil that was contaminated by the diesel fuel that was spilled.
Okay.
And so they needed an emergency certification form from
So
us.
the DEP needs our approval? Wow,
Uh,
that feels special.
I know, right? Well, that's actually interesting. So New England Disposal Technologies is
Oh.
actually doing the work.
Oh, so, yeah, that's
Right.
just the.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, no.
Right. So.
Yeah.
Do we have to oversee it though?
We don't.
Okay.
Um,
We're just saying.
I mean, we can if we,
Okay.
right. Really what this says is they have notified us.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just letting you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So we do have the opportunity to issue special conditions if there's anything anybody wants to make sure they do. I would say that we would like to see silt fence if they're digging up soil, especially contaminated soil.
Did they provide any, like, detail on what specifically they were gonna be doing, like what their okay.
No.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
that's
that-
why I would like to just
Yeah.
condition it. I'm sure they're planning on doing it anyway, but I don't want to
Sure.
assume that.
Yeah.
The 18-wheeler went over the edge? Because that,
Yeah,
that
broke
hill
up.
right there is like that.
Yeah. You didn't see the picture on Facebook?
I was doing better things with my time,
Mm-hmm.
not on
Sure.
the phone all the time.
Was anybody hurt?
I don't believe so.
That's a
seem-
steep
Do
hill
you,
right
do you
there.
know?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
It didn't look like the truck was on that steep of a hill, though. I mean, it definitely.
Well, if you go onto Facebook, onto the Berlin Police page.
I don't follow that page.
Like a
Oh, you
double-
gotta follow
it was like a
that.
double
No, I do.
trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Road
Yeah.
closure. It's like,
They always share a good mugshot from Clinton.
Yeah.
Really? Or somebody's shoplifting at Ulta.
Yeah.
It's always Ulta.
It's
Yeah, it's
Always
always,
Ulta.
oh my gosh. I don't even know how that place is still in business.
Because they charge exorbitant amounts
Yeah,
of money
yeah.
on stuff that
not that I
people
go in
actually
there
pay for.
often.
Yeah,
but that's what I've
exactly.
heard.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's what I've heard.
So silt fence to be installed around
Yeah, I don't see anything.
disturbed. It's there.
It wasn't on Neighbors Connect. It was on the.
It was,
page?
well, it was on the Berlin Police page. It's gotta be,
That was the
That's
kid that did the
fascinating.
jump and went into the tree.
What happened? I
What?
missed that one.
Oh.
The roller coaster road jump, the car jump.
Oh, I missed that.
What's that really called? Sawyer Hill Road?
yes. That's, I looked it up, it was on
Central. How long ago was it?
Friday.
July 1st?
Yeah. Yeah, because it was a big traffic day of
Yeah.
the holiday weekend.
But I looked it up earlier today because I wanted to see if I could see.
Do we still have Fred coming in too?
Supposedly. I did not confirm with him, but yeah, I don't know what's wrong with your,
Maybe they censor me.
maybe. Oh, you know what? It's because I follow them.
Oh, I don't follow them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's steep over there.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a ride.
Yep.
Do we
And that's the brook right there. That's the reeds, right? That's the pond.
I think this
Is the
right
pond?
over here, yeah. Because this is northbound.
Yeah.
62 exit is up here.
That's the big swale.
Yeah,
Oh, not the drainage pond at the end of Fosgate's right up there then.
I think that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, show the.
Oh,
Yeah.
here is the photo. That stinks.
Did everybody find out how it happened? Was it just,
No.
Maybe he stopped short and lost control or something. It seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, or fell asleep, or,
Oh,
you know, who
yeah.
knows, or swerved,
Innocent
somebody cut
until
him off.
proven guilty.
You know, I mean, there's so many different things
But at
that.
least it was just that person.
Yeah,
and not like
right?
That's scary.
yeah.
When-
That's no fun.
no.
Yeah, 18-wheelers hurt.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
I had a coworker who was in his car on Route 3, and he looked in his rearview mirror because traffic stopped, and he saw a tractor trailer coming, and it wasn't stopping. So he ducked in his car, and that's what saved his life. Tractor trailer went right over his car, smushed it.
Holy
if he
cow.
didn't duck down, he would have been dead.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
And then he was more upset that it was a Subaru and I didn't make it anymore. But he walked away like not a scratch. It
That's
saved his life.
terrifying.
Yeah. Wow.
And showed me the picture. I was like, God, you wouldn't think anybody lived through that.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so it happens.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
Probably should have confirmed with Fred today.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do we phone a friend? Or do we have that?
We don't have that.
We don't have
Well, we could just finish our agenda, and if he shows up, we'll finish.
Yeah. So is there anything else besides silt fencing that we are concerned about?
that. That's about all they could do right there, right?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, when they take
Um,
out the soil, will it change the
Do they fill it back in? Or they
yeah,
just-
like what will happen if they take a bunch of stuff out
Uh,
without
Okay, so
replacing
they-
anything? Yeah,
Right.
they're
What would
replacing
they
it.
bring
Well, that's
in?
very interesting. Yeah, I would imagine they can't leave a divot on the side of the highway like that.
On
Yeah.
a cliff? I'm sure they could. Yeah, I don't think they have to.
Hmm.
I don't know the rules.
I
It's
don't
the highway
either.
department. They can do whatever they want.
Mhm. Sadly,
Mhm.
at least they got in touch with us.
Yeah. I would just add it in and see if we get away with it. Why not?
What?
What?
The replacement of
Clean fill.
yeah, clean fill replacement
Depending on
to
how much
restore the
is- they're
natural
taking
beauty
out.
of the
yes.
side of the highway
Fill.
or the side of
I know
the
they have a habitat.
access
be-
road. Call it
Yeah.
something fancy.
Right.
Mm. All right. Silt fence to be installed around disturbed area. Clean fill to be brought in to replace contaminated soil.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Do I have a motion to issue the emergency certification form?
So moved.
Certification.
So,
Certification? I guess that's what that word is.
Certification, yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird. Form. Anyway,
I did so
Oh,
moved, sorry.
okay.
Seconded.
Third.
okay. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. All those opposed? All right. And she said they were doing it Friday, which is the 8th.
It's supposed to rain Friday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice, we need it.
It rained last time, man. Yeah, it rained Friday.
She's worse than I am.
All right. Awesome. And then the usual 2 copies.
Yep.
And yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Mhm.
Need some music.
Can we move on? Or do we wait?
Yeah, because she's taking the minutes.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Is Krista still coming?
I believe so. She.
Oh, there she is.
You conjured her.
Wow, I did. A lot.
Well, it's gonna be an easy
All right,
night,
is there
Krista.
$1,000,000 walking in the door?
I know, right?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
Alex's email.
Yeah. It's fine. um, yeah, so, and we do have a 7:30 appointment, but he's not here. So Maddie's just making some copies and then we'll get right to it.
Okay,
And then if Fred comes in, we'll we'll talk to him after.
okay.
All right. Awesome. Hi.
Hi. It feels like so long since I was here, but it hasn't really been that long.
I
Had an
know.
extra week last month,
Yes.
so it was like.
Oh,
3
right.
weeks.
That's
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So we're talking about the CR, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
And just those final little changes that we made
Yeah.
about allowing green power and agriculture.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. While I'm opening this up, I got a call from the, I keep forgetting to, you're supposed to submit a project notification form to the Mass Historical Commission for projects, and I keep forgetting to do it. So I finally did it, and I got a call from the Ed Bell, who's the state historian. I don't know what his title is, but
Cool.
he was like, this Lyman School for Boys is in Westboro. And I was like, oh,
So you
yes.
had to educate him about-
But he said, oh, we have it in our files as the Berlin Cottage. I was
Oh,
like,
geez,
oh, that.
wow.
I was like, well, it makes it sound a lot more pleasant than it.
Right.
really-
Well, I mean, my understanding from the reading I've done is that the Berlin portion of it was certainly the kinder, gentler portion of Lyman School for
Yes,
Boys.
Yes.
It was
yeah,
the younger kids, and it was a farm, and
yeah.
they
They were still
had.
called prisoners, though.
Were they?
And that's how they were labeled, because if you go to the McGrail Farm website, did anybody go on the walk and meet Jim McGrail?
No, I think I was moving
Okay,
Savannah
right.
that weekend or something. Yeah.
So he's like a cousin of the McGrails, and he made this website, and he had a census sheet from 1930 that lists everybody who lived there at the time. And
Oh, wow.
lists all these kids as prisoners.
Wow. Because you can also get their annual report
Oh.
online. And I skimmed through a couple of them because it's for the Lyman School for Boys system, but there was a section in each one for Berlin. And they talk about how the boys have so much free time and they've befriended Chippy the squirrel. And, just makes it sound idyllic.
Wow,
Yes.
what a treat. Yeah. Okay, so so we had forest management that we were okay with that because you and I talked about it. It just goes through the state approval process
Right.
but I think I added grantor and grantee shall mutually agree on a forest stewardship plan for submittal to the Mass Department of Conservation and
Right.
Recreation.
Right.
And then so did you want to talk about the agriculture or just the green energy?
Either.
Okay.
Either.
Yeah, so agriculture, we're sort of like, planning for 1,000 years from now and who knows what, so I thought it would be good to have that reserved right in the field, which I think is pretty easy to define, but using stone walls and corners and things like that. So
Right.
we can do that, and then I did leave in a reserved right for 2,000 square feet aggregate of structures. And I did go and paste
Oh.
off that barn in Concord, and it was like 1,600 square feet, and it's a big barn.
Right.
So I think 2,000 is plenty. That would allow for like a small barn, some hoop houses, like whatever somebody might need to do to actually farm something on that.
Right, to make it
Yeah.
functional, yeah.
And then small structures, fencing, hay racks, water troughs. So yeah, I think those were the things we were talking about.
Right.
And then for the green energy, what Carol and I talked about was might be a nice thing to have, because who knows, like someday we'll have green energy on a very small footprint and little tiny solar panels and things like that. So I added what the language that you guys had requested, that provided that such structures are in keeping with the confines and spirit of this conservation restriction, and it requires approval of the grantee. So it's, you know, a conversation if that should ever come up.
Right, right.
Um,
But it does allow, if the site is suitable and if everybody agrees that it's the right thing.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think those were the major points that we still had to figure out. And if everyone's okay with that, I'll submit it to the state, or well, we have to send it in with the land grant. But I think what I'll do is I think also I can submit it simultaneously with the CR application to DCS.
Right, I
for
think,
review.
actually, don't we need to submit it to town council first?
Oh,
for
you
review?
could, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never really sure what to advise, because you can either like send it in and wait for DCS to make comments that she can react to, or you can have her look at it first and then send it to DCS. It doesn't.
Right,
It has to go in with the land grant.
Yep.
So.
right.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so definitely going with the land grant. I think, I don't know, maybe we'll ask Margaret if she has a preference.
Yeah.
But either way, I do know that we need to vote that we are going to pay the lawyers to review this.
And the purchase
Whether-
and sale.
Yes, and, yeah, like.
I'm more worried about that one.
Yeah, we need to vote that we're gonna pay for all expenses,
Do we know the amount, or are we just voting more generally?
just voting
Okay.
generally, that we understand it's our responsibility.
Yeah.
Right, so I guess the motion should be, a motion to pay all costs associated with the
horseshoe-
purchase and it's not
horseshoe pond
permitting,
acquisition.
acquisition.
Yeah.
All costs associated with the Horseshoe Pond acquisition, including but not limited to the purchase, the PNS, the lawyer's fees for the PNS, the lawyer's fees for the conservation restriction, and any other legal fees associated with the acquisition of Horseshoe Pond. And I know I said all of those things twice, but I'm like totally double making sure we've got all our ducks in a row.
Oh, and do you want to specify that from the conservation fund, or does it matter?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Does it?
Couldn't it be from the open space too?
Right,
Yeah.
so the legal fees will be paid out of the open space
Yeah.
fund,
Oh, okay.
yes. Yep,
Okay.
yes. Said fees to be paid out of the open space fund.
Okay.
Okay.
But does that limit us from using funds in our donation account? I mean, is there a reason why we have to specify? I wouldn't think there would be.
Other than, I believe it was specified at town meeting. And our donation account doesn't really have enough money. What do we have, like $2,500 in there?
Yeah, maybe. I thought
Yeah.
so the 490 is in a different account then?
490 is,
In that special.
correct, that is not
Okay.
a donation, that is CPA funds.
Oh, that's true.
And we
Okay.
will have another 350 from this past town meeting, all of which is for
Okay.
the land purchase.
Okay.
Right, so the donation fund is just that 3,000 and the
Yeah.
500. We've already spent some of the 3,000, so,
Yeah. Okay.
yep. Right, said funds to be spent from the open space fund.
So moved.
Second.
Third.
We've been doing it all night. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
All right.
Well, maybe if I'm gonna be sending the PNS to Sharon, maybe I should just send the CR at the same time, just so she's looking at
Yeah.
the whole. Okay, I'll do
Yep,
that.
looking at the whole package.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I might be getting like maybe like another 15,000. We'll see. I'm waiting. So the River Stewardship Council has to spend all their money by the end of July, I think.
Cool.
And so they're waiting to see how much excess they have, but it could be like $10,000-15,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Right, so how do you foresee that happening? Because we still have to, if we get the MVP grant, the town still needs to cut you a check
Right.
for the 1.1.
Yeah, or we could reduce. Oh, right. And then we did this with Framingham. They paid us the full amount, and then we made a donation based on what we had fundraised, the amount that we'd fundraised.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
after we covered our costs.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah. It feels a little weird, but
I know,
think it's okay.
but right, but in staying with the parameters of the grant,
Yeah.
we have to cut you the check for that amount of money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think for the land grant, it wouldn't be as critical because you can only get up to reimburse up to 400,000. So if we could charge you less than the full purchase
Right.
price. Yeah.
Right.
So.
All right. Awesome. And yeah, so in the MVP grant, I know I've asked you this before, but I've got like mush for brains sometimes.
I think August. we
Right,
found
that's
out.
what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was coming up.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, they're definitely reviewing it because they called me to ask me about a quick question on like the application and stuff last
Oh.
week. So
Did
Awesome.
They sound excited.
yeah, it was just like a quick question of like just like a funding thing. I guess on the application I like jumbled the numbers, so they were just like verifying
Okay.
what amount we wanted.
Oh, that's
Like,
good.
yeah.
Thanks for looking at
Yeah.
it.
yeah, right? That was supposed to be 2 million.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
All right, that's exciting.
That is exciting.
Okay, and I have some other news.
Okay.
I don't know. So I'm leaving SVT
Oh,
in October.
no.
Yeah, I know. I gave notice like months ago, but you guys are the last people I bring myself to tell you. But Lisa's going on sabbatical this summer, our executive director. So I gave I think I gave 9 months notice, just so I wouldn't leave while she was gone. So she'll be back in September, and then I'm gonna wrap up in October. So the good news is we'll have finished our acquisition piece of it, and then fingers crossed we're interviewing right now for a replacement, and we have someone really good. So hopefully that person will be on to overlap before I go.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So where are you going
And-
to?
Nowhere. Just gonna stay home and get my life under control.
Jealous.
Super
Super jealous.
Well, it'll be 20 years for me at SVT in October.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I have, an aging parent and kids, one going off to college in a year, and hopefully.
Right. Yeah, right.
So I'm telling you, I'm not retiring. I'm just taking a career break. So I'll still be around.
Good for you.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yep. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So don't tell Walter. I'll call Walter.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that it?
I think that's it,
Okay.
right?
All right.
Like you guys are working on the land grant. That's
Yeah.
when is that due?
It's due next week. Yeah,
Okay.
the 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's in good shape.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty good. Yeah, I just have some things I'll send you guys to review and
Okay.
spell check and
Okay.
Cool.
format.
Awesome.
All right, good. Well, then I'll send these off to Sharon. I'll CC you on everything.
Awesome.
And yeah, and hopefully the state review process has been so bogged down, but I'm hoping that we'll just tell them we have a deadline.
Right. Tell Sharon you have a deadline too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because if you tell her Tuesday, she will look at it Monday, no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
that's good
yeah.
to know. Thank you.
that is our experience with them. which is better than the last person who was handling conservation from KP Law. You'd tell them Tuesday and they would look at it the next Friday.
Oh.
Which is why, so Sharon is the head of her group.
Okay.
And we were like rebelling.
Yeah.
We were like, no, we're gonna find a different lawyer if we have to keep sending it to her because she just never looks at anything.
Okay. All right, good. Well, that is good. Well, we do have deadlines because like we have to close on this, and well, we have to
Right.
exercise the option mid-August. So I want to make sure we have like
Right.
everything buttoned up by
Yep.
then. So,
Yep.
Okay.
Right, so is there anything else you need from us?
I don't think so. I mean, somebody will have to sign the purchase and sale.
Right.
I guess
I
that's probably
think
Margaret.
that, yeah, it's either Margaret or the select board.
Yeah.
Well, Margaret, you know she's leaving.
No.
Yes, so
No.
she has had some health issues for the past 6 or 9 months and decided to not renew her contract. So, yeah, the end of June was supposed to be the end of her tenure, but she agreed to stay on for 2 more weeks, and she'll stay on for project-y things, kind of in the background as
Okay.
needed till the new TA's hired.
Okay. So you're just starting the search.
We're a couple months
Oh,
into
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, I think they've narrowed the pool down
Okay.
to some number, a smaller number anyway.
Okay.
But I don't. That's all I know about
Yeah.
that.
Okay. There's so much shuffling going
Yeah.
on right now. It's crazy.
Yep, exactly. So, yeah. So it's either going to be Margaret or the select board.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Okay. All right. We can work with that.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think everything else, I think that's the only thing that really has to get done before we close. And then everything else will happen at the resale.
Right.
So, okay.
Awesome.
Good.
All right.
All right. Well,
Do you
thanks,
mind if I have
everybody.
you sign in?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Light crowd tonight.
I know, right? And yeah, nobody else showed up, and
Oh, wow.
we've just got the site walk, the couple of site walks to.
Let me ask a question.
I know. We have 2 more things to talk about, and then I think we're done,
Yay.
which is
Unheard of.
right.
Oh, wait, okay, so did you continue the Highland Ridge till,
The 20th. So that is something I just wanted to make sure.
I have a land protection committee meeting that night.
Yeah, and I have
Okay.
a farm egg thing that night. I want to
Okay.
go to.
Right. So I want to make sure we're going to have a quorum, because if not, I'm fine pushing it off for
I
another
definitely won't
2
be here the
weeks.
20th.
I think AJ will be back,
I will
but
not be here, but that
you
doesn't
won't be
matter.
here. Yes, it does. You prepare me now.
Wait, then hold on, what would they be the next one after that?
So August, whatever.
20th.
No,
Is it not?
June. So
Oh,
July
I'm
20th
sorry,
is the next
July
one, right?
20th is one of
yeah.
when I won't
So
be
then
here.
August.
3rd. Oh, I have
Yeah.
a board meeting that night.
I have the dentist.
That night.
I just wanted to feel included.
Okay.
Do you ever would you do an off week again? 27th?
So it's the 1st and 3rd,
Oh, okay.
right?
Oh. All right. Well, I mean, maybe you don't need me there, because it.
Right. I think it really is going to depend on how things are going,
Mhm. Yeah.
as far as so. How are things progressing for you guys?
I think fine. I mean, Alex said that Steve's partner was going to be okay with covering costs, and I've got a phase 1 lined up. I gotta touch base with Alex again about the title work, and then I guess the only other thing we could talk about would be the trail easement and how we want to handle maintenance and everything of that, like what you guys would be looking to us to do, and so,
Right.
But that actually would be a conversation you probably want to have with Dan, not me.
Right. I mean, the trails are fairly established, right?
They are. The one
Other
that
than-
we want to add to the
Right,
map
yes,
is already
yeah.
established.
Oh, okay.
It's just
It just needs to get codified.
right, and then we've been trying to contact them to meet with him to walk it again. I mean, they know it exists. It's just we need to have it officially marked.
That's right. Yes, because you were gonna, or somebody was gonna let me know when that happens.
Yeah, and we
Dan
haven't
was-
heard from them.
Okay.
And
okay.
but we've tried to reach out.
Yeah.
So then I can tell you that the construction, some of the trails are blocked because they were doing stuff. So that's one thing, but for the most part, it
And
They're blocked temporarily, or
We
the
mentioned
way
it.
the way they've done things,
When
those
they-
trails are now not usable.
this one particular trail,
And is it part of the trail easement?
yes.
Where?
So you know where the access road is, where it comes from the wells or
Yeah,
whatever,
down
it goes
the hill.
up? Yeah, that trail that kind of crosses it, they were clearing stuff and they just put trees right across the trail.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of them.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
can you take care of
I'll go up
getting
there.
that? Okay.
Bring a chainsaw.
No.
I thought you-
He's gonna point.
No,
And
no,
the
no.
guy with the chainsaw
Trees
is
get
gonna.
tackled.
We took
Yeah.
pictures of it, we told them about it, it's there. You can get around it, but you shouldn't have to do that. They
Yeah.
just
Right.
Intentionally, they put them there.
I'll go to, I'll go see the foreman.
Okay.
And do you guys want boardwalks through the mucky stuff?
I think so.
They made one.
Was it literally 2 boards?
Is it lame?
Like, you know how you'd build a normal one with like the bottom 2x8s on end?
Uh-huh.
So they're obviously not engineers. They put them flat and then
Yeah.
some chunks of wood over it. So I mean,
no.
A for effort, F on execution. But yeah, I don't know. Is that something we can add in there, or is that just
Yeah, no, it's just a matter of that. We could do that, but it's just a matter of
'Cause the-
cost and
Right.
permitting and all that kind of stuff. So we just
Right.
want to know, like, if that's if you guys be looking to us to do that, or
I think we should add that one section. If you go
I
down the
think we should
driveway,
have them do it.
Yeah.
they should do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because what they did was not.
No.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, they built houses for a living. You would
Right.
think there would be some connecting of the dots.
They
so
could use those trees that they put and block that one trail.
They certainly
Make a
could.
bridge with that.
Yeah.
Fix the other one.
Yeah.
Will horses go over? Like,
No.
What? No. Okay.
We circumvent it.
Oh, okay. All right.
You won't go over a boardwalk?
horses weigh a lot.
Yeah.
We've gone over bridges, but not if it's
Not this
Well,
what they
it's
have.
certainly
now.
if it's not stable.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, no,
We wouldn't
that-
do that.
that-
We wouldn't hurt
sure.
them. But some in Bolton, what they put down horse, like it's like a over the wetlands. They put it looks like plywood, but it's horse stable. And we walk over that to get through a lot of the stuff over at Rocky Dundee,
Okay.
which was nice of them to do that, so that we didn't have to go through the muck,
Okay.
and that was nice. So
Okay.
we will go over those.
Okay. So you want me to bring that up when I talk to Alex? Okay.
And then do you want me to bring that up when I go visit them about the trees?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
2 for 1.
reinforce.
Yep. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Good cop,
Yeah.
bad cop.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the trail that they should have put in the CR, that one, we did give them
With the stone wall?
points. Yes.
Yeah.
We gave them the coordinates and all that, but we just need to map it officially. That's what we reached out to Brian 2 times.
Okay.
We haven't heard.
Right.
And we were willing to, walk with him again.
Yeah. Because, I mean, at this point, we did give them 10 more, but that just gets them through August.
Right.
And August is going to be here before we all know it.
Right.
And that's when Alex will appear.
Yes, it is.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And no
Oh.
cookies.
And I still, he was gonna send me the draft of the CR that had the state's comments on it, but I haven't seen that yet.
I think we have that.
Yeah, so I can,
Right.
I can forward that
Okay,
to you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because we should.
You should
start,
see
yeah.
what the
Yeah.
comments
Well, yeah,
were.
and then we should start fixing it so it's from us to you.
Right. Oh, like
Right.
changing the,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he wanted me to like call DCS with him and.
Right. So is
Yeah.
that how it's going to work, or are we going to get the CR and then add you guys? Like, how does
all
the
de-
co-holder thing?
Oh, it's not a co-holder. You're the sole holder, and we're the fee owner, and you're the CR holder.
Right.
So whether the CR is granted from Highland Ridge or from us to the Conservation Commission is all a matter of timing.
I see.
So-
So, right.
Yeah.
So it's really just a matter of who is the owner of the property in the CR.
Right.
Right.
Right. Well, even if like, let's say Highland Ridge, if it says like Highland Ridge grants to the town of Berlin, the Berlin Conservation Commission, it includes Highland Ridge's successors and assigns. So then if we take ownership of the property,
Then it's
it's the same CR.
Right.
Nothing changes.
right.
But
Right. So if
we-
the CR gets finalized and issued while they still own it, that's how that'll happen.
Yeah.
If you guys own it before it's finalized, then it needs to be changed.
Right, right. And I think based on the speed at which it's been moving so far, I think they're thinking that we'll get the land and then we'll grant the CR,
Right.
but we'll see.
Hard to know, but right.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're gonna incur all of those costs regardless.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
I think we're both in agreement with that. Anybody have any other questions about anything for Krista?
Okay.
All
Onward.
right. Onward.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks for
Love
coming.
everything. Yeah.
Thanks for not blowing us off like
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
else.
I'd love to get out early and enjoy the evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so then so Maddie and I walked 40 Caves with Dan Stimson and Jim McCack. How do you pronounce It's
MAKUC, like. Yeah.
Right. Jim.
Yep.
Who is, I mean, he's amazing, the amount of work he has done over at 40 Caves. So he has kind of taken on stewardship of the property.
Oh yeah, I met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nice.
And yeah, nice guy and just done amazing work. Like the ATVers knocked down 3 feet of stone wall so they can get through it, and he rebuilds it 3.5 feet. He rebuilds 3.5 feet, you know, so like, and the walls are beautiful that he's done, and he's doing an amazing job over there. He is looking for volunteers to help reroute, so that trail that they added last year, it goes straight down a hill, and the same concerns that we've had in the past with straight with straight downhill trails with erosion and really erosion. So he wants to reroute it. There's a kind of circular, you can go around like this, down around the hill. So it's less steep, less treacherous. And so he is looking for some volunteers to help with that work. Do you remember the date?
Yeah, what was
So
the
he had
date?
multiple dates that he was available.
Right.
Was that in an email you guys sent out before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember
Yeah.
the dates he put were not around.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's like the first one's July 11th. So next Monday, is it Monday or Tuesday?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were all during the week, weren't they?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So,
Yeah.
I'll look
so-
at it again. If it's during lunchtime or something, I could go.
Yeah, so he has July 11th, July 13th, 1 to 5 p.m. for those days. July 27th, 1 to 5, and then July 29th, 8 to 12 a.m. or 1 to 5.
okay. So,
What?
all right. Well, yeah, I mean, if you can make any of those, you got the email, so
Oh, okay.
I'll let you,
Yeah, it's
Those
in the
all sound
agenda
like I'll be
email.
working.
right?
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm away the end of July, but for those days, that's why I looked at it and said, oh, we can't help. But
Right.
one of those other days, maybe I can escape work and help.
What was the first one? I got the last two, I think.
So July 11th was 1 to 5 p.m.
Oh, yeah,
And,
okay.
And
yeah,
July 13th.
27, 29 were all,
Yeah. Yeah,
Work
they're
days.
all, yep.
unfortunately, I have to work.
Yep. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know if maybe Walter wants to go out and help.
I remember back in January we had like somebody email us in about like volunteering with trail work, so I like
Oh, yeah.
emailed them. And was
Oh,
like,
did
hey,
you? Oh,
yeah,
good.
We had this come up.
Awesome.
And it's funny too. I went to 40 Caves on the 4th of July, and there was somebody riding their dirt bike through the woods. Like I tried
Really?
to like get a picture of them and stuff, and I think they're whoever the property is on Allen Road at the end of there.
Right.
And I could hear them on the road, and I walked out, and I was like, oh, it's a different colored bike than the one I saw in the woods.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I was gonna be okay.
Ah.
Hey, you dang kids.
Put a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I wanted to do that too.
Yeah.
Walter would.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the worst part is people are out walking around and someone's gonna come whizzing around a corner someday.
Yeah.
All right. And so then, and Maddie also went with Kristen. Was it Kristen
Yep.
O'Brien from SVT? So, if you don't know, Sudbury Valley Trustees once a year goes out and walks all of the land that they hold conservation restrictions with us. And monitor it, just look for anything, and it's kind of spread out throughout the year. They always let us know, but it's like always during the week.
Yeah.
And so Maddie went on the Harrington CR and Ager CR.
And yeah, they're both looking pretty good. And even Candy Harrington was able to come out with us and show us the property. She did let us know there's like this kind of trash pile that like got dug up, like one of those old like glass piles, kind of on the town land that's near her CR.
Right, so who dug it?
They're thinking maybe like somebody
Metal
was going out with a metal
detectors?
detector,
Yeah.
and dug it up. So now there's just kind of broken glass, kind of exposed.
Ugh.
It's not directly on the trail, but kind of off to the side.
Right.
So I wrote to her and was like, because she said she had pictures of it and kind of the location of it, so I was trying to get more details on it.
Okay.
Because she was suggesting maybe have somebody clean it up.
Right. Well, let me know and maybe we'll go out one afternoon
Yeah.
with a bucket and pick up some glass.
Yep.
Okay. And so that actually, so Maddie was also talking to me about an idea that she has, which I think is awesome. If you want to talk a little bit about your idea.
Sure. So, in the past, I've done a lot of bird banding. So, banding migratory songbirds or breeding songbirds. And so, there's a program called MAPS. So, it's monitoring avian productivity and survivorship. So, essentially, you set up a banding station on a property, and it's you run it throughout the summer to kind of get an idea of who's breeding on the property. So, at the beginning, you catch the adult birds, and then by the end, you're catching the young that they produce. And so, you can kind of monitor survivability. As well as like birds returning to the same area. And so with Walter's forest program, I was thinking it would be a good idea to kind of like start one of these programs on a property. And then as we do like a forest management program, see how things change and see if we are improving habitat for birds in the area or if changing it for
How do you catch
particular
them?
birds.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
So you use
Catch
mist
them.
nets. So basically it's like a 40-foot long net that's really fine mesh that they fly into.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep.
So all different birds.
Yep, it's all different birds. So it's mainly songbirds that you're catching. So a lot of
What's a
sparrow.
mockingbird?
Songbird. Yep.
I got
Barn
one of them.
swallows.
Yep. Barn swallows tend to be smart enough to like go up and over. They have great eyesight, so they can just
Yeah, they're
navigate.
Well, because I wonder, our barn swallow population has tripled.
Oh yeah.
We're running out of space in our barn for our barn swallows. So word is getting out, and there are more coming. So
I guess you just have a nice barn.
Yeah.
How many
I
times
like
do
it.
birds lay eggs in the spring?
So typically, it depends on the species, but they typically will do 1 or 2 clutches. So in a typical clutch is usually 4 to 5 eggs. A little bit less if they do a later clutch.
Oh.
Yeah.
A lot of
Kind
them
of
don't.
interesting to learn about.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
And it's
so.
fascinating.
Like we could go out and help band
Catch
birds,
birds.
but
Yep.
also just the kind of the over time data collection
Yeah.
of having the habitat the way it is now, then doing some forest management for habitat improvement, and then data collection after that.
Yeah.
I think would be
Yeah. Definitely.
very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
that'd be interesting for sure.
Yep.
We should have bird get caught in the garage this weekend, and despite both doors being wide open, the bird could not figure out its way out. They were like kept fluttering into the windows.
Yep.
So I had to get like our old pond net from like when the kids were little and catch it and then get it outside. But
Yep.
I'm like, the freaking doors are wide open.
Yeah. Right there.
Don't go
Yep.
that way.
Yep.
So I was like, I don't want to deal with a dead bird in my garage. I gotta
Yeah,
figure
no.
this out. So
Yep.
luckily, we still had those pond nets.
Yeah, I have 2 butterfly nets, like from the Christmas tree shop that I bought years ago. Because they don't really do it anymore because they're older, but the cats used to bring in birds.
Oh,
And flying around the house and
oh, they were still
oh,
alive.
so sometimes sometimes not. Yeah, you'd be shocked at how many feathers are actually on a chickadee when they're all over your kitchen. And you try and sweep them up and they just go phew.
Oh God,
Yeah,
this is why I don't have cats.
yeah. But you know, I got very adept at you just come in from both sides at the same time. Yep.
I didn't think
Yep.
of that. I got 2 nets. I could have done that.
Yep. So, tricks of the trade, my friend.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
have
know.
hummingbirds come into our house.
Yeah.
Those are really hard to get out. They
Come
That's
in.
too.
they come in
Oh my gosh.
and then they don't want to leave.
Wow.
I said,
Or they can't figure out how to.
no.
We've had 2 bats in our house too. They were getting in through like the chimney
Hmm.
Oh. Oh.
and the thing in front. So those trusty pond nets, they work
Yes, they
for
do.
catching birds.
Yep.
I don't know if we
Wow.
caught much in the pond, but we're getting birds.
That's all I got. Anybody have anything else they'd like to discuss? Okay, so before we adjourn, everybody is okay with July 20th?
I can do July 20th.
I cannot.
You cannot. What was your?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
that should be
Then we shall go forward with July 20th.
cool.
All right.
Who else are we missing on the 20th?
Were we
I don't
saying
know,
that?
but it's
No.
we're getting into
Yeah,
vacation
Vacation season,
season,
yeah.
so I'm just
Oh,
for the
James.
yeah.
Make a motion to close the meeting.
Second. Oh wait.
Yeah.
So
No.
you-
Mhm.
That-
Yeah,
no, that
she
was all good.
motioned, you
That was all
seconded
good.
it. You're done.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you didn't third it though.
No, I did. Okay, I'll third
That's your
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just trying to be
Um,
included.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.